In this video, I'm gonna share with you how to onboard new sales reps in a way that's super simple and efficient for you to get the most productivity out of the reps that you have. So first I wanna share what most people do. Most people, when they onboard new reps or just new employees in general, they'll usually fire hose train them. So a 1 week or a 2 week sales training where they learn the entire sales funnel, the entire process, all the tracking, overcoming objections. And it's so much that it's literally like there's no way a human being could possibly learn that much. And then when they go to the very top of the sales funnel to make the call, to send the email, they don't know how to do it. And if they do, they're not good at it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna simplify the process. And when you do this, you're gonna have much better retention. They're gonna get faster hits and more sales in the very beginning to give them that confidence that they need. And you're gonna keep them laser focused on their next play, right? Everything we're gonna do is always one play at a time and focused on the most important play, which is always their next play. So I want you to look at this like a sales funnel, okay? So just like a marketer would look at how they're bringing in leads and taking them down the process, you have to look at this at a salesperson the same exact way. Remember, one play at a time. So you might have a funnel that looks like this, right? Everybody's a little bit different, but let's say your people are making calls or sending emails, okay? Once they're done with that, they're gonna book a demo or they're gonna send a video, something along those lines. Then you're gonna book, another, let's say a discovery or some type of call. And then after that, you're going to close, right? So this may be your sales funnel. And so it's really important that the only thing that you train on and you onboard on is the calls and the emails and the auxiliary tasks until you move to the next thing, instead of training the whole entire thing. And then they're like, what the heck, right? And they're gonna get good at closing when they don't even know how to read the second line of the script yet. Like, it makes zero sense, right? So there's two sides of the coin when you're doing this onboarding. So I'm gonna make it even simpler for you. So on both sides of this, you're going to have how-tos when you're doing your trainings and the auxiliaries, okay? So what do I mean by that? The how-tos is actually how to do it. What's the script? How do you read the script? How do you have conviction? How do you work on your tonality, right? These are all the things that you learn when you're learning the how-tos. The auxiliary are all the tasks that need to be performed. So you see this all the time, especially with new reps, is they'll get really good at, for example, reading the script or doing the sales call, but they forget all the other things that they need to do, right? Like maybe sending a calendar invite, right? That might be one. Or creating a follow-up task, or sending the actual demo preview email, right? There are all these auxiliary tasks that a new sales rep will forget to do if they're only learning the how-tos, or if you taught them the how-to calls, demo, discovery, and close, and the how-to auxiliary emails, demo. Like, do you see? It's so much that it's just not gonna happen. So what you wanna do is train them one step at a time. So once they've mastered this, then you start teaching the demo. Then you start teaching the discovery. And you may have other sales reps on your team that you can just pass these to in the very beginning. Now, you might have a BDR and an SDR team and a closing team, but still they're gonna have their own steps, right? And so you wanna separate the steps that way. So this is what I found to be super, super valuable and simple and efficient for the person. The next thing that you wanna do, and obviously this is important, is the tracking on both the how-to on the auxiliary, right? And so we track it very simply, right? Let's just give an example. For every 100 calls, they might have 20 connects. Of those 20 connects, they book 10 demos. Of those 10 demos, they book 4 discoveries. Of those 4, 2 close, right? The biggest thing, especially for new onboards, you should be doing this with all your sales reps, is just tracking the conversion rates, right? Of every single, it'll be 40%, that'll be 50%. And then we know, okay, well, with this rep, this is what we're gonna focus on. And for new reps in general, and all reps really, every single week, having that focus point is so important. So even let's just say you were up here, it was their first week, you said, I'm gonna get really good at the how-to on the calls and the auxiliary tasks. this person's gonna become a pro right here, there's gonna be conversion rates just in the call alone. And this is where it gets really good, right? So the purpose of the call might be, number one, to find out who the decision maker is, right? The second thing you might wanna find out is, are they interested in what you have to offer? So you have some sort of, sizzle of some sort. The second may be, going in for sending them some information, let's just say, for example. And then the last thing may be for sending the demo. So just in the script alone, you're gonna have, conversion rates all along the way. And so this alone should take like a week. And so think about how most people do training where they'll do all this in one shot, where really this thing right here takes a while to master. And then each one of these steps, they're gonna have different what? They're gonna have different auxiliary tasks. And so this is the biggest mistake that I see people make, is teaching everything at once, all in a week, all in a 2 weeks period, as opposed to breaking this out, just like these have conversions, and understanding that there's conversions along the way in each step of the pipeline, and getting people really good at what? At what? Getting people really good at one play at a time. One play at a time. What's the most important play? We got to get better at getting this over. We got to get better at sending them the info. We got to get better at booking the demo. Once we've got that, then let's teach them how to do the demo calls. Then let's teach them how to do this. And so in order to do this, obviously what I suggest doing is having, even if it's a 20 minute, something along those lines, and a 15 minute daily, spike is what we call it, where at the end of the day, you spike the ball down, you share your wins, and you go over what you did for the day and what you're gonna work on for the next day. You should be obviously doing next play meetings every single week, but this is something you can do with new reps to really, really drastically increase their performance, their confidence, keeping them retention long-term, and the efficiency of the way that they learn and implement, so that they can get results in week 1 and in week 2, right? So hope this is extremely valuable. My name is Richie Contartesi with Next Play. If this video was of value to you, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.